Baby, grab your snacks and settle in because we need to talk about the latest episode of Ready to Love. The tea was boiling, the drama was extra, and the eliminations. Oh, they were chef's kiss messy. So we start off with what I'm calling the Vulnerability Olympics, where the singles are finally peeling back the layers. Cam drops the bomb that he was so down bad at one point, he was contemplating ending it and living on food stamps. And while that's a heavy confession, it definitely earns him some brownie points for honesty. Then we have Rocky, who went full power prequel and confessed she once tried her hand at selling pharmaceuticals. Ma'am, we need to know more. Was this a quick, let me hold a few dust bags for Pookie situation? Or were you out here moving weight? Either way, her confession doesn't seem to move the needle much for anyone. Meanwhile, Rose spills that every man she's been with has cheated on her, which is just tragic but not exactly surprising considering how these men operate. But her pain bonds her with Cam, and they seem to be forming a solid little connection. Then there's Kiara, who reveals that her last relationship ended when her man went to prison. Ooh. Now some folks find her, I like a little hood in my man stance intriguing, while others are clutching their pearls. Either way, it's clear that her story is stirring the pot. But let's talk about the real love triangle forming. Jay, Coley, and Angie. Jay and Coley start to bypass the initial "who are you really?" phase, while Angie, ever the wifey prospect, gets all snuggly with Eddie, marking her territory in the process. Looks like someone's playing chess, not checkers. Now let's get into the section I'm calling Sis, You're Doing Too Much. True is catching heat from Naeem, who keeps calling her out, but instead of finessing the situation, she's out here making it worse. He doesn't have the main number, just a number, and his lackluster effort is turning her all the way off. And when Callow asks her age, instead of just giving a coy or cheeky response, she clams up like it's a matter of national security. Now listen, I get it. Women don't always want to reveal their age, but you're on a show, ma'am, and this is just weirdly defensive. Naturally, Callow is put off, which means True has now fumbled 2 men. Then we have Sahara, who bless her heart is just being her loud, extra self. And while that might be fun at brunch with the girls, the men are looking at her like she's a walking, talking, turn-up warning sign. Fritz in particular is like, yes, she's fun, but take her home to mama. Absolutely not. And unfortunately, a lot of the other guys seem to agree. So it's no shock when True and Sahara end up in the bottom 2. True is pissed, demanding to know names, receipts, timestamps, everything. She is not going out without a fight. Khalil, trying to avoid the fire, basically confirms that yeah, the guys have been talking. Meanwhile, Sahara is all but ready to self-eliminate until Cam talks her down and convinces her to stay. This means True is out, and in true I said what I said fashion, she refuses to back down in her exit interview. Love it or hate it, she's standing on business. Now, let's get into predictions because next week is shaping up to be juicy. Ladies, it's looking real shaky for Sahara. She's already seen the bottom, and unless she finds a strong connection ASAP, she's about to be served her walking paper. She might also be in trouble, considering her one solid connection isn't exactly making waves. For the men, oh baby, Naeem is running on borrowed time. 5 kids? No solid connection? That's a recipe for elimination? Jay could also be in danger since outside of Coley, he's not exactly a hot commodity. And with True gone, Naeem doesn't even have a messy connection to hold on to anymore. I'd say he's got 1 more week, max. Oh, and let's not forget the mystery beef brewing between Fritz and Cisco, plus the Cam drama previewed for next week. What did Fritz do? Why does Cisco side-eye him so hard? Why does Cam seem to be stepping into the ring? So many questions, so little time. Final thoughts? The women are doing their due diligence, being vulnerable and making connections, while the men are about to have some real tough choices. Sahara's fate is practically sealed, and the fellas, let's just say some of them need to start packing their emotional and literal bags. Until next week, stay messy, stay nosy, and stay ready to love. Make sure you like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.